Hi, friends. How's it going? Your friendly neighborhood goddess here. Speaking of goddesses, I have been, over the past few weeks, getting in touch with goddess nature, embodying goddess nature, and what that feels like. And this morning, after talking to a friend of mine, I had an amazing idea come through, and it's an exercise that I want to share with you. And what I did was I wrote down, like I titled Goddess Nature. And then I wrote a bunch of different adjectives that I associate with when I feel like I'm embodying my goddess nature. What do I mean when I say goddess nature? It is your feeling of being a goddess within you. So it shifts, it transforms over time. Like sometimes when I feel like a goddess, I'm feeling like I'm sexy and like into myself. And like sometimes when I'm feeling like a goddess, I'm like, I want to fucking burn this place to the ground. And then sometimes when I'm feeling like a goddess, it's very like stoic and reverent. Sometimes it's just like open and cosmic and whoa. There's all different ways that the goddess expresses herself. So it's very unique to you and the day you're having or where you're at in your cycle. There's so many different factors that can contribute to what makes you feel like a goddess. But ultimately, you get to decide. And so I created an exercise that I hope you're going to enjoy. If you want to try it, I would love for you to try it. It's a new moon. It's a great exercise to try for the new moon. So I'm actually going to do this for this next moon cycle. All right. What is it? So, heading, Goddess Nature. Write it down on a piece of paper. Take a few breaths, deep, grounding, centering breaths, getting in touch with it. And then ask yourself, if I felt like a goddess, if I felt like a goddess, how would that feel in my body? What would that feel like? And then just start to get, let a sense come over you of what it would feel like to be feeling like a goddess. Sit in that space for a few minutes. Really let it come, let it permeate. If you're having a hard time connecting with it, take some more grounding breaths. You don't have to rush. There's no need to rush. You're fine. You're doing good. You're great. Okay. Just take some grounding breaths. Ask yourself again, if I felt like a goddess, how would that feel? If you feel a lot of like worked up energy coming through and you're like, I don't know if I can do this, it's too much, shake it off. Like literally stop the practice, stand up, shake it off. Maybe dance a little bit. Maybe dancing helps you feel like a goddess. Whatever you need to do to get into that embodied state of being a goddess, you are. And then, and men can do this too, by the way. We all have the goddess in us. You are a goddess. So then, once you have that feeling in your body, think, what does this feel like? What are the adjectives that I would use to describe this feeling? So some of the ones I came up for myself were stoic, strong, proud, refined, gentle and kind-hearted, sensual, mischievous, mysterious, sacred, intelligent. I'm looking at my list here. Sets clear boundaries and doesn't let anybody fuck with them, And then receptive. I've got faith and trust in the divine. I mean, how can you not have trust in the divine? You are the divine. Trust yourself. And then sovereignty, sanctity, any word that comes, sexy, sensual, any word that comes to mind that you're feeling as your goddess experience. And then what I did was I went out and I got myself a sketch pad and I got myself, here she is, colored pencils. And so for every day of this moon cycle that we're in, I am going to sketch out what stoic, in the sense of being a stoic goddess, looks like, and what proud looks like, and what refined looks like. And it might just be colors, it might be shapes, it might be forms, it might be me trying to draw a goddess herself, but every day I'm going to do that. And as I do it, it's going to be me getting in touch with that aspect of the goddess within myself, so that I am reminded every day for this whole cycle that I am a goddess and I do embody goddess nature, and to really strengthen that feeling. for myself. And when I strengthen that feeling for myself, it helps me strengthen that feeling for you and offer you better things. And it makes the world a better place. So I would love it if you wanted to do this with me, if you wanted to challenge yourself for this new moon intention. Like this new moon in Virgo, intend, like, I'm going to get in touch with my goddess nature. Bam! That is a huge fucking amazing intention. I would love it if you join me and maybe take a picture and share it with me in the DMs of what sketch you come up with. It doesn't have to be a sketch, it doesn't have to be a drawing. You could write, if you're a writer, you could write what this adjective means, what it means for a goddess to stand in this aspect of her power. You could paint, you could sing, you could create a song, you could flow it out in your body, like make it this really somatic, embodied practice of like sitting in stoicism. Like, I don't know how do I sit in stoicism? How do I sit in pride? How do I sit in sensuality? You know, like what works for you? Play with it. Goddesses are playful. Most of them. Usually. Yeah. So play with it. Have fun with it. And I would love, 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 love if you do this and you share your experience with me. It would really just like tickle my whole ass heart. So I love you. I hope you have an amazing day. And I'm excited to see where this goes.